At 7:33, you start your presentation. You introduce yourself. You want to tell your story. You want to tell your why. And you just want to what? Read the what?
Page.
Read the sheet, right? At the end of that meeting, two things you can do. You can make sure that you contact your success partner, your business partner, and have them close out the meeting for you. Or you simply close out the meeting, and we will be doing some additional things and make sure that that process is congruent overall. What we want to be able to do is emulate the entire process from start to finish, no matter where a person is. We're not saying be a Grayson or C. Thomas, but the information is congruent. So now systematically everyone is singing the same type of music. Does that make sense? So those 3 steps are essential to your success. Secondly, when you have a taste and talk party, what you want to make sure you have in your home is product. Does that make sense? Yes. It's very essential. That's why your auto program, your auto purchase is essential to you building your business. You want people to be able to experience the product, sample, taste it, and then we want to talk about the information, and then now we want to move people to action. Your presentation should be no more than 50 minutes from start to finish. Why is that essential? Because if they've gone through the steps properly, they're there to get started, to make a decision. Does that make sense? Because we factored in the right expectations, they've gotten the right information, and they had the opportunity to do their own homework. So now, it's a matter of how they're going to get started, what financial commitment they're going to make. Does that make sense? And then immediately, at the close of that taste and talk party, you want to immediately go into your quick start training, which is the 7 steps on that 21-day game plan. When is the best time to make a list?
Right now.
Immediately, right now. Is everybody with me so far?
Yes.
So what do we want to do? I'm going to close with this, the 5 verbal tools. 5 verbal tools. This business is all about one thing. Say relationship.
Relationship.
Say relationship.
Relationship.
And everyone has relationships with everybody that we come in contact, your friends, your neighbors, your relatives. But we want to make sure that we spend more time cultivating a relationship versus trying to push product or information to that person. So, what do I mean by that? This could be a process depending upon if that person is in a transitional state of mind. But those key indicators will be present based on you asking the right questions. So the verbal tools is understanding how to relate. We can relate to someone, family, occupation, recreation, or motive, or through time, job, and money, or health. For example, if a person has a job, in most cases, what don't they have?
Time.
Time or what?
Money.
And if they have a lot of money, in most cases, what don't they have?
Time.
And who's looking for better health?
Everybody.
So that's a conversation starter. We're relating. I have something that I'm bringing to the marketplace that's going to show you how to get a benefit physically and financially. Would it make sense to find out how to do that? Yeah. Edification. We've talked about edification, but edification is simply this. You want to talk about the industry first. Then you want to talk about the company. You want to talk about the business partners that you're in business with. And you want to talk about your prospect and not you. The industries, the company, the business partners, the team, the prospect, and never about you. Does that make sense? And then guess what? This business model, what we have is about promoting. Say promoting.
Promoting.
Who's ever heard of a guy named Don King? Has anybody heard of Don King? Don King, the fight promoter? How many fights have he fought? But he's made tons and tons of revenue by promoting events. Guess what? Everything that we do is an event. We have a schedule, but the next event is the most important event. When is our next event? No. Monday night. But first of all, at 9 o'clock Sunday night is our team call. That's the next event. And when is the next event after that? Monday.
At 8.
Monday at 8? Monday at 9? When is the next event?
Thursday.
I'm going to throw another one in there for you. When is the next event? The next event is anytime you put someone on that pre-recorded call. That is an event. We're talking about promoting the next event. That's the dynamic that you have to understand about how many times you get people exposed to the information. I think personally that if you listen to that pre-recorded call, it is so difficult for a person to say they don't want to have anything to do with that. That is something that you should be excited about, that you have something that tangible and that easy to get people exposed to. That's an event that they have to get in front of this information. And then look at where we are right now. Look to your left and to your right. Everybody's sleepy, tired right now. We've been boring you to death with information. Information overload. But imagine this. Close your eyes for a second. No, I want you to go to sleep.
Too long.
I want you to go to sleep. Close your eyes for a second. Think about over the next 90 days, because everyone in this room is already a 5-star master distributor. And in your e-wallet, whatever that dollar amount is, it is that. Close your eyes if you're looking at your cheat. But more importantly, you are now in a position where you can take more time off, spend more quality time with the people that you care about the most, spend more quality time, not just taking a trip, but really taking a vacation. Ladies, you can spend more time buying instead of shopping. But now you're in a position where physically, because you're putting the right products in your body, that you're eliminating some of the diseases that exist in all of our families, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. Because you're taking the right actions now on this Saturday, getting the right information. Now it's October. Because of the work that you're putting in right now, individually, each and every one of you have an additional 50 people with you personally. That's a part of your pastry and part of your organization as we embark on Las Vegas, as we officially launch Sizzle. Can you imagine if you would have 50 people with you in October based on the information that you're getting now? What would your December monthly check look like? Because I know beyond a shadow of doubt that it's about 5 people in this room that's really going to take us up on this information.
Yes.
And really apply the simplicity of just sharing this information. But open your eyes now. 48 months from now, there's somebody right now that's in the 8th grade that will be coming into your organization because of the foundation that you laid so properly right now. That the best people in this industry have not even heard about Sizzle, and they're going to be in your organization. Because guess what? There are a lot of companies out there right now, and if you have not had the opportunity, we'll make sure you get it. But I think it's posted on the website. The Wall Street Journal just did an article about the top 100 companies in the direct sales industry. And I've been in this industry for 16 years, and I promise you there's 2/3 of the company that's on that list I've never heard of, that are making over $250 million in revenue, and there are over 2/3 of the companies on that list that I've never even heard of. So I want you to understand where you're sitting at right now. 48 months from now, because you took something serious. Not only took it serious, but you applied the information necessary to be able to lead people. So I don't want you to miss this moment understanding where you are right now. For some reason, out of this entire universe, you were chosen to lead this company to the prowess that we know that it's destined for. But here's the big picture. If you don't do your part, we can't accomplish the goal that we've set out. So my book says that there are many members, but there's one body. And the hand can't say to the foot or the eye that I don't need you. So in order for us to move this company the way we need to, every person that's in this room is of a necessity to us to get to that place of destination. And if you don't carry this message with you to your friends, your neighbors, and your relatives, their lives are in jeopardy. That's the charge that you have by being placed in front of this information right now. Because destiny is wrapped up into your voice. And if you don't speak, communities will dissipate because of your lack of action. So I want to charge you with understanding where we are as far as system. The opportunity in 2011 that before you thought about this company, it was designed for you to participate and lead us and help us galvanize this entire company together. You are that important that what you bring to the table is essential to the destiny and this company becoming that billion-dollar-a-year company. But I want you to take ownership of you becoming a billion-dollar-a-year company. Because guess what? The difference between you and Tom Bauer is that he's told the story to enough people in seconds. So we all have that same opportunity. So on that note, I'm going to leave you with this, and I'll turn it back over to Coach Grayson Marshall.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Good night.